am Red Cyclone! Yeah!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Mike with the mic.
What is going on? What is going on?
Chilling, Mark. How you doing?
Coming off a day of casting with shout outs to Tenacious T. We recorded for the Morphin Cast and our Shell Shock yesterday, so we got 3 in the bank. We did one for the 30th anniversary of Power Rangers. We just did a top 10 of what Power Rangers mean to, like, what's the best things of Power Rangers, like, what was it? What's the things that makes Power Rangers to you, kind of thing. So like episodes, seasons, things like that. So definitely it was a very good conversation. I actually thought the conversation was a lot better. We were kind of tipsy as it is, but I think the conversation actually went really well. And we talked about what made Power Rangers and the fandom stay with us throughout these years. So definitely check it out when we posted. We also did we did our verdict on the Power Rangers Ninja Turtles Volume 1. The first 5 issues, so we did that as well, and then we also did season 2 of Turtles 03. So stay tuned and stay tuned for those. They're all coming soon. But yeah, if you get a chance, the Turtles Power Ranger book, the team up, shit's awesome.
And that's how old?
Came out 2 years ago. It started 2019. I think it ended early 2021 because the book got delayed.
Okay. All right.
It was I think it was very well written, and the art is very beautiful.
Okay.
And one thing I always gave credit in those books as well is the fact that the turtles asked the questions that we all ask. And Mikey was like, "Do they wear the clothes under there? Or are they clothes on under the suits? Or how does he blow the dagger with metal lips?"
I thought there was a little hole in the lips, but anyway.
But yeah,
did they get answers?
No, they just dodged their questions.
They just dodged the question.
Mm-hmm.
What? The closed ones.
Well, they did turn into Power Rangers, so they kind of like got they saw that pretty much whatever they had on them and inside the suit.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood.
But yeah. And the Turtle Rangers were so dope looking, so I was very happy with that book. So definitely check that out. Volume 2 just came out a couple weeks ago, which I read, and I'm loving it so far. But yeah, so yes, those are the things to stay tuned for the Morphin Cast and our Shell Shock. We'll probably be recording for Not a Trekkie and Gamer Rage within the next 2 weeks, so stay tuned for those two. We're doing Andor, and I think we're doing we haven't decided what we do for Gamer Rage.
Okay.
There's a lot of things going on. What's going on? One thing I heard, talking about Ninja Turtles, that the Biker Mice from Mars are coming back.
I saw a picture of the old one with a headline. My question is, who asked for this?
I liked the Biker Mice from Mars. I'm fine with this.
I thought it was fine. I'm just saying, who asked for this? That's my only question. Not is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? I'm just like, where does this come from?
So is the company
they gotta get in line?
Yeah,
they gotta get in line. You can't just come back. Where's SWATcast?
So the company that did the show, the Toys That Made Us, and the movies that made us, they're the ones that are behind of the return of Biker Mice from Mars. They're getting a new toy line and an animated series coming from them.
They don't say the studio, right?
That's their thing. Is the Nakel's company? That's the company of that show. So they haven't said like what animation is doing it, but they are coming and it should be late 2023. We may see something.
That's good if you're a fan of Biker Mice from Mars. I'm just saying, there are shows that have been waiting,
Yeah.
that have been teasing, that have been saying we're trying, and they ain't here yet.
I'm just
How the
saying
hell you skip the line? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
they
That's all I'm
got they got lucky. Someone bought them out.
saying. Somebody needs to buy out. Who? TBS?
Yeah.
Because they don't want to make SWAT cats. Come on, man.
Yeah, SWAT cats. And I was part of the Kickstarter, and they still haven't had nothing yet.
Zero.
Nothing.
Where they at?
I got a T-shirt. That's it.
Where they at? That's my question.
I would like to see. That's one show I would like to see make a return. Would be SWAT cats. If the animal, I would like to see an actually closer thing to Usagi Yojimbo than the actual one on Netflix. The one on Netflix is okay, but I actually like the animation of like the cartoon style of Usagi Yojimbo.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, Biker Mice return. I'm happy. I like them. Give us some good figures too. Don't give us some bullshit looking shit. I have a feeling they're gonna look like shit.
I mean, the original figures, at least at the time, were still better than most because they were one of the first bigger size figures to have articulation.
Yeah,
and they had ball joints too. They had the arms and the legs that were like socketed.
Yeah.
So those were like good for range of motion. Oh, also, I mean, not for nothing. I think a lot of the reason they were so articulate was also because of the fact that it's biker mice from Mars, meaning they have to ride the bikes.
Yep, they had to.
And so all three of them, they had a bike for them. Like, unfortunately, it did not come with each toy. There was I remember, I think there was a deluxe one, you can get it.
Yes.
But like the standard ass mouse, it did not come with the bike. And I had the white one.
I have all three still. I think I still have the figures of all three. I think I had all three bikes, but the one my favorite one was Vinny's, which is the white one. He had like the sport bike, and I always thought his shit was cool. But I think I had the set of the three, and then I think I had an extra one of Throttle, which I think I got the deluxe one for Christmas and shit, and that one I had too, as well. But I thought the motorcycles were dope. But I like the toys itself. They were pretty cool looking for the time being as well. I thought they were pretty well done. The voice actor of Vinny is back with doing the crate with it as well. So, which is that dude for 90210. He did the voice of him.
Was it
Ian Zeri or some shit? Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Sharknado himself.
Yes. He was the voice of Vinny.
Cool.
I think Ron Paulson talked Throttle, to be honest.
I mean, you find that out. But like, that's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, Biker Mice from Mars.
I mean, again, like I said, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed that
why the mice gotta go
they
first?
skipped the line. No, they just skipped the line. I'm mad. They skipped the line.
Skip the line. They found a way to skip the line.
Found a way. I mean, they're so small. That's probably why. Anyway, the one thing I did see that's actually got my interest animation-wise is the trailer for Invincible Season 2.
Oh, I didn't get to see that yet.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Nice.
It's I don't know the alien guy with the one eye, and Invincible in the diner chilling.
Nice.
And then it breaks some fourth wall stuff, which is pretty funny about the animation and whatnot. Like he asked him, "What have you been doing?" And then Invincible basically says, "Oh yeah, I drew the whole show." You know, because they do a little montage showing everything he was saying.
Yeah.
And then the alien guy hates pickles on his hamburger and eats it with no top bun, which I think is pretty funny.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much all it is. There's those two chatting.
Okay.
So they haven't shown anything else. No clips at the end of anything upcoming. There is no date. It just says, and this is actually integrated into the trailer as like a part of the story.
Okay.
Is the alien asks him when can people expect this? And then he goes late 2023. You know, like, all right. So
Okay.
later this year,
Sounds good.
possibly Christmas time. If he said late.
Late. Yeah, it could be fall to December.
So we will see.
Yeah. I'm waiting on the boys too when they're gonna come back. I know they're doing a side project, like a a spin-off as well.
Okay. I have not seen the show The Boys, so.
Did you see this article? I'll send it to you just in case you didn't read it. That U.S. Customs broke apart this dude's 9.8 graded Pokemon Yellow.
Yeah, for some reason that did pass by. I think maybe Broski slid that one by. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was like, oh, that's ridiculous. They should probably have to pay that man some money.
And not what he paid. They gotta pay him like for what it's worth.
And so, what did they say? What happened, or that was just basically the gist of it?
The person was clueless of what it was, and he opened the case.
Oh,
It's a fucking video game. How you not know it's a video game?
and then so with that, my thing is, would you do get violated that way? Legal ramifications, do they exist or no?
No, 100%.
They do.
They do because if especially if it's a way that they could check it and it's not something like that. If it didn't give any like beeping or indication that there's something in there, they should not have actually had to do that.
Interesting. But like, he can't sue them, can he? Because isn't that a government organization now?
It doesn't matter. Like I think you have to be more. I think the person had to be more careful for what he's doing. So I think it's kind of somewhat of his responsibility to kind of dictate to what you have to do and what you can't. So I if I was him, I would try to sue them.
Because I mean, $10,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
Just for, I think, what was it, the valuation of it? Like, not even the.
Yeah, because
What you could sell it for, because obviously you could sell it for more, because you highest bidder. So
yeah, because it was graded.
Yeah.
When things are graded, they worth a lot more. So this is actually graded, and it's ridiculous. I know some Pokemon fans like probably fainted at the sight of this.
I mean, it is messed up, but like I think the bigger deal is, they shouldn't be able to dismantle things that they have no cause for. I think that's what it is. What is it?
I agree 100%.
Some type of reprimanding the guy who did it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure he's not gonna lose his job, but like, bruh, you need to lose some pay or get suspended for a week or something. You can't just be messing with people's stuff like that. That's literally messing with money.
Yep.
So
yeah, I agree.
Did you try, or I should ask, are you into Fire Emblem? Because I see there's a brand new Fire Emblem type of game.
I have never played one.
Okay. I mean, I kind of recommend it. Do you like strategy RPGs that are like
Not
fast
really.
and you die permanently?
Not really. Like the strategy kind of stuff. I can't get into them.
Okay. Do you like the story-based RPGs or no?
I do like story-based RPGs, but if it has like a strategy or turn-based, it depends on how your story works with me. If it keeps me in, then I'll play it fully. But if I can't get into it, then I tend to fall off of it.
Okay. This one, it looks closer to traditional strategical RPGs and stuff. Like, it has the nice grids when you're in battle. It's overhead. It shows like the squares where you can usually attack and whatnot. Like, that's a standard thing from like Final Fantasy Tactics, if you ever played that.
I never got into those. I tried.
That's closer to what it's like in look, and then it has this really cool zoom in, which goes down to the ground level, and then does like the actual battle is done with the two characters in 3D, and it looks cool as hell. It looks like something that should have been around a while ago, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But the only reason I asked is because I've seen a lot of people pick it up, because I know Fire Emblem is popular.
Yeah, it's popular. It's a problem.
But I just realized this is brand new. This isn't even like a week old. This is like 2 days old or something like that. So just asking. Looks pretty cool though.
Yeah.
And obviously it's a Switch thing, so that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I haven't touched my Switch in a while too. Like, I haven't even played shit on my Switch. Nothing really.
Is Marvel Knights on the thing you could do for your phone?
Yeah.
Okay. You should probably try that.
I'll wait till it's cheap though.
I think it's on sale now, actually.
Not that cheap. Need it more cheaper.
No, it's cheap. It's
What?
cheap. If you want to get it now, it's half off. Like that's cheap. It's a $60 game. It's 32. I'm like, okay, that's crazy.
Marvel Midnight Suns.
I don't know if that's everything though. This is PC.
Nah,
I just
it's
realized.
still like full price on PlayStation.
Nah, it's only okay. It's only PC. It's on Green Man Gaming. is
Yeah, I
where
see
you
it.
can-
3167.
fucking
I
half
heard good
off.
things about it. I
That's
heard
crazy.
there's things that gets tiresome though, but I heard it was a good game.
That's like the only thing I thought that was like the marketing for it. But after seeing it in action and stuff, it's not a buggy game, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it has a lot of. It looks like it has a lot of costumes and stuff. So if you have a favorite character in there, I'm pretty sure there's a favorite suit.
Yeah.
Cause I know like Spider-Man has all his tentpole suits, black. I think Tom Holland, I think Iron Spider,
Okay.
and like a few other ones are in there. Wolverine, obviously, he's got the new one. He's got the classic. He's got the brown and tan, I believe. The brown and tan. I think the brown and tan is the one they marketed the game with.
Yeah.
If I remember.
Yeah, they did.
Obviously,
Well, they
blue, yeah.
marketed the game with the colors of. They had like their special Midnight Sun color and shit.
Which I think I have to call BS because isn't the Midnight Suns just black?
Yeah, you think?
You would think just black. Yeah, I mean, well, the other thing is also a lot of stuff is additionally on sale. The DMC 5 plus Virgil is $9, which is crazy.
Oh, DMC5 is they added it to the premium.
What you mean? That's a free game?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Makes sense. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Did you play it when it came out or no?
Mhm.
Did you play the Virgil one?
I
when it
watched. I
came-
played
when he
the
came out?
PS4 version. Yeah.
No, I mean, did you play the? Oh, well, did you play when they released the other character? Did you play him or no?
I don't remember, but I know I
He's
played.
the brother with the katana, the one that's like the white hair.
Nah, I don't think I did play that version. I think I finished the game and then didn't go back to it.
Oh, okay. I got you.
But I downloaded
I-
it recently.
I highly recommend it because I
Okay.
believe at this point that character should be there
Okay.
because he was DLC.
Yeah. Okay.
You should probably play that.
Yeah, I downloaded the PS5 version, so I might go back through it again.
Mhm.
I'm waiting on that
mean, one thing
Yakuza,
that wasn't
the
there-
Electric Dragon.
The one thing that wasn't there when you played the original was ray trace.
Yeah.
They made a big deal out of that when it came out.
Yeah.
Anyway, also the Dragon's Dogma's on this list for $4.
That game is always
Buy
on
it.
launch
Play
price.
it. $4.
Oh, Dragon Dorm.
Mm-hmm. The God of War PC is half off, so it's 25 instead of 50. You got Gotham Knights is like 65% off. It's $25 down from 60. It's
Yeah.
great. I mean, they're looking at me. I might. Horizon PC is 14 down from 50, which is about the price I would pay for it.
Yeah.
Because I've been waiting. Let's just put I've been waiting for that game to be cheap.
Yeah.
Like I
That's a
said,
good
Marvel
game, too.
Knights. Like I said, Marvel Knights is half off. Monster Hunter Rise plus Sunbreak is also half off. Are you interested in Rise on the new system since it's finally out?
I tried to get into World and I couldn't get into it, so I
would
may
say
not.
maybe try the demo if you could. for
Yeah, I'll
Rise.
try it out.
It's a different, more mobile game.
Okay.
Like as in, the character has way more mobility
Yeah.
than you did in any other Monster Hunter game.
Okay. Like my game I'm waiting for right now is like a Dragon Ishii,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like patiently waiting.
I
I platinum Miles Morales again, so I did the PS4 then and the PS5 versions.
That was last week, right?
Yeah, so I did it today. I finished it all up today.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
So that's a good game too. I actually really enjoyed it.
I see Resident Evil Village is here for like 75% off. It's $17, which I did not play that.
That's a good one.
XCOM 2 with all the DLC is like $7.
You know what I tried to play today? Oh, sorry. You know what I started or tried to play today, and I was like, "Oof, this game is bad." I tried to play Siphon Filter on the PS5.
I mean, it didn't age well.
Oh no, it aged like.
I know two is more fun because I believe that's post. I see. Okay, you have to remind me. Is Siphon Filter 1 pre-analog or post-analog?
I think it's. You know what? There's a chance that it might be before analog.
I think it might be pre, and I never owned it, but I did play it like demo because remember that was back when demos were a thing. Siphon Filter 2, I stand by that game 100%. That game is awesome, and the freaking the stun gun that sets people on fire.
Yeah,
that game that's worth it alone. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah. They have 2 on there now too.
He just burst into flames, dude.
They have 1, they have 2, they have 3 on there.
You should download 2.
Yeah,
download 2. Is it free?
1 was.
It's free. Oh, you have to pay for it.
It's free. It's on the PlayStation Plus.
You should try 2.
Okay.
If it's on there, try 2. Get the stun gun.
Yeah.
Stand like 20 feet away, shoot a guy, and set him on fire. It's the funniest thing.
Yeah.
In a PS1 game, I think that is one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Yes.
It was in the commercial. That's how funny it is.
Yeah.
But other than that, there's a it just seems like this is PC. They don't have usually this is on GameSpot.
Okay.
Usually they will have the sales like 1-to-1 with the every other console, but this one seems to be just PC.
Yeah,
today.
I think PlayStation just stopped their holiday sale, so they don't have a sale up yet.
There's no.
They have like 20 games under $20. That's pretty.
They didn't do the ring side. This is week 7.
Yeah, no.
What was it called?
Black Friday.
New Year's. Yeah, the week 7 of Black Friday, dude. That's November. What happened?
Nah, man, the third month of Black Friday sales. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, third month.
Y'all still have things in stock.
Y'all keep paying. Give me the money.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, because this ties in, it's also wrestling, but it's also just collectibles in general. I saw the latest. It's not called the Broski blog.
Okay.
But it's the major wrestling figure podcast. Their actual the video blog that they had up where they were at, I believe it was ringside.
Yeah.
They were inside like the main warehouse /
Oh, they were in High Spots.
High Spots, thank you. I knew it was one of them. And they just went through every little bit of the collectibles that they have for sale, just up on the pallets on the damn second level where there's no railing. Broski was like, I better not fall off. Like there was just a bunch of stuff in there. It just looks ridiculous. But like as far as collector stuff going, like that's kind of a haven. Like do you know are they like certain spots that have other figures, or are they just like ringside where it's like only wrestling?
They sell just wrestling merch, so they even sell like whole rings and shit.
I saw they have pieces of things from other places. And I didn't know about that. You can buy a ring from them.
Like you can actually buy like gear from them.
That's
like wrestling gear. I used to get masks from them.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I got a Rey Mysterio mask. I got Hayabusa mask and shit like that. I used to get masks from them. They also do a lot of DVD distribution and all that stuff too.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, there it was. Incredible fun at High Spots. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
the cool thing was the mold of. The cool thing was the mold of the cane head.
Yeah.
Did you get to see that?
Yeah.
The cane head with the what was it, like the prototype cane mask?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even his regular mask.
Yeah, it was the one with the mouth open.
Yes.
I actually have that mask. I have it signed by Kane.
Would you get that mask from it? They was at one time.
WWE was selling it. Yeah. They were selling that and the Hurricane mask.
Okay, what time period was that?
say like early 2000s. No,
And that's this one he never wore though.
no, this is the
Or
one
did
he
he wear
wore.
it?
This is the one he had the open mouth. He did
No,
the Kana
with the
Rooney.
with the yellow. No, so see, he's modeling the, I guess, the prototype because it has the yellow strings in it.
Yeah, okay.
So that's not the same one he wore on television.
No, okay.
It looks like stitched up, basically, like a
Oh.
Frankenstein
Yeah.
type deal. So that was cool. Okay, all right.
That was cool.
I just wanted to spot them out, Major Bros, because you support them. You on
Yeah.
the Patreon.
100%. Those are our guys.
Scratch that figure itch.
Yeah, I gotta stop doing that because I have too many now. You need to chill out with the scratching the itch.
Well, then you could probably sell your figures on Whatnot if you have too many.
Yeah, I actually was looking at that too. I was like, I might actually do my pops and try to get people to buy them shits because I need to get rid of them.
Broski's doing what they call it, his Funko purge.
Yeah, his Funko Purge.
So
Yeah,
join him, do it.
I should do it. I should.
I mean, not for nothing. You should probably do. Don't they have a day? They do like a Whatnot day.
Yeah, I think so. I gotta look into that and actually really do it because I have a
Because I
lot.
mean, if you do that with them, that's probably like guaranteed money because it's like the community. 'Cause
Yeah.
they are looking for certain things. So
Yeah.
that's probably where you should start.
Yeah, I'm definitely probably look into that because I have a lot. I have a lot that I really don't care to keep, so I'm trying to sell it at least.
Mm-hmm. Do something with it.
I have a
Yes,
lot
sir.
of Marvel, a lot of DC. I got the wrestling ones. I got Turtles. I got some movie. I got a bunch of movie ones. I got some of the music ones. Like I got the Michael Jackson ones. I got the Billie Jean and Smooth Criminal one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Those go for a lot too. No.
Well, I imagine a majority of them go for a lot just off the strength of they don't make them anymore.
Yeah. I got the first Sheamus one, and that one goes for a ridiculous amount now because they retired it.
Mm-hmm. That's what I figured. Yeah.
Yeah. I have that
Any
one.
of those older ones, that first gen of pops, I imagine goes for a lot of money.
Yeah,
That's the
I got
other
a
one,
lot of
too.
those. And
They
then-
remind me of Beanie Babies and the fact that like it's typical collector being the oldest or the first, but it's something that like it's still around,
yeah.
but it's
still
not
not- yeah.
infinitely being reprinted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's still very popular too. There's still a lot of people that
That
really
is true.
collect it.
That is true.
As in Beanie Babies a little died down a bit. This one still has a lot of people collecting.
They did. I believe they're still big in the UK though, not in America.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Ready to go into this movie?
Yeah, just looking real quick. Did we miss anything? No, I don't believe so.
Yeah, I got nothing else.
All I've seen is something to bring up. Since we're going into Marvel stuff, Captain America: New World Order. They're talking about the cast and things like that. So nothing. There's not a whole bunch of information, obviously. I didn't even realize that. I'm sure the roadmap had the name on it. I did not know that was the name of the next movie because I didn't look at it. Okay, so there that is. That is supposed to be a next year movie, May 3rd. They said,
Yeah.
but it's cool to see. It says they are looking at Anthony Mackie, but I mean, no, he's not the one being looked at. He is Cap.
Yeah.
But it says Tim Blake Nelson, and Harrison Ford. What? Who's he?
Oh, Harrison Ford is taking over Thunder Ross.
Oh,
Because
That's-
the guy passed away.
I didn't know that.
So Harrison Ford is taking over as Thunder Ross, and there's rumors that he's going to be Red Hulk in the movie.
What?
Yep.
What?
Yep.
That's insane. Harrison Ford as Red Hulk. That makes the least of. He is the most chill person. Chilled. I don't give a damn person. Ever. That's interesting. I need to see this.
Yes.
What? How much money? How much marijuana do they have to ship there to make Harrison Ford be like, I'm gonna get angry?
I think I think they were like, you know what? I think he kind of wanted to do a Marvel project, and he just wanted something soon. But the fact that this guy, the guy that played Thunder Ross, passed away, he was originally going to play that character.
Was he the same man who was in the movie we're gonna do today?
Yes.
Okay, understood.
Yes. So yeah, he's supposedly going to be Red Hulk in that movie, The New World Order.
That's interesting.
I think when they announced the name, I sent you the Hulk Hogan meme with the Mr. America.
Okay, that's what that was about.
Yeah.
Okay, now I remember. Okay,
Yeah, the Captain America New
now I
World
remember.
Order. New World Order.
You. So this week we have the Incredible Hulk.
Part 2
Not to
of
be
the MCU.
confused. Not to be confused with. Was it called Incredible Hulk, the first one?
No, it was Hulk.
It was literally just called the Hulk.
No, just Hulk.
Just Hulk.
Not even
Wow.
just Hulk.
That's how lame that movie was.
Didn't even have a D in the front of it.
Damn. This one is from 2008. It is PG-13. It is an hour 52.
Yep.
It was released on. Now here they say
It's like June.
June 8th.
June 8th. This was like a
It's a
month
premiere.
after Iron Man.
Okay. All right, that's a little bit much. Just saying. Slow that down. Relax, Marvel. It is directed by Louis Leterrier.
Yeah.
Leterrier. Yes, sir.
Leterrier.
And he is responsible as director for things like The Transporter 1 and 2, Unleashed, starring
Jet Li.
Clash of the Titans 2010. What else is there?
He's doing the new Fast 10.
That's interesting. Okay.
He did The Transporter 1 and 2.
No, I said that.
Oh,
I
you
said
said
1
that.
and 2.
Okay.
I got up to 2010. Just other stuff. Now You See Me, Brothers Gimli, Tycoon. Anything up there familiar?
I like the Now You See Me. It was a pretty solid
Now You See
movie.
Me. Okay.
It's like a heist. It's a heist that they all magicians and they do a big magic trick while they fucking stealing money.
Okay. Do you remember who the main people, the main stars?
Jesse Eisenberg, Mark Ruffalo, I think is in it. Common is in it. Woody Harrelson's in it. Isa Fisher's in it. Dave Franco's in it. Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine. I think you'll like it.
Did not see it. Sounds like
it's a good
Ocean's
movie.
11, but just a different twist on it.
Yeah, it's a magician twist. But the first one was really good. I didn't care for the second one.
Oh, there's more than one?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's 2 parts to it.
I guess he didn't do the second one then. All right.
Yeah.
The writing credits, we have Zach Penn for the story and screenplay. And then we have the credits for Stan Lee and Jack Kirby.
He
it
wrote-
is
he wrote some
starring-
good stuff too.
Oh, Zach Penn?
Yeah, he did the story for the Avengers movie. He did the story for Free Guy. He did the story for Ready Player One. He also did the story for Lego Marvel Avengers.
Oh, okay. Cool stuff.
And
This
but then he
movie-
did Last Stand. I fuck me nice too.
I
He
don't
did
know.
X-Men Last Stand. I don't like him no more.
Oh, you said Last Stand.
Oh, he also did Electra too. So he had some boo boos in his list.
The Last Stand was okay. Last Stand, I can't stand First Class.
He did Electra.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Shame on you. It's starring, let's see. Edward Norton as Bruce Banner. Liv Tyler as Betty Ross. Tim Roth as Emil Blonsky. Does not say the Abomination, but he is.
Yes.
William Hurt as General Thunderbolt Ross. Tim Blake Nelson as Samuel Stearns, aka the leader. They didn't say that.
Yes.
Ty Burrell as Leonard. Christina Cabot as Major Kathleen Spar. Peter Mensa as General Joe Greller.
So
Lou
Edward
Ferrigno.
Norton wasn't the Hulk. It was Lou Ferrigno.
Lou Ferrigno as the voice of Incredible Hulk. Okay. And / security guard. Anybody else trying to see of
No.
note? Mm,
Not really. I think the rest are.
I mean, there's
extra
Samuel
guys.
Jackson, right?
Well,
Is
you
he-
got
is
no,
this
you
the
got
one?
Tony Stark in this one.
Tony Stark is the one. Okay.
In the end credit, and then you had one more credit in the end. There's a cap shield they showed.
But they didn't show Chris Evans, though, right?
No, it was just a shield. It was like all the way in at the end of the credits.
No, I'm trying to get the people.
Oh no, it was
Cap
just
Shield's not.
it was
Cap
Tony
Shield
Stark.
doesn't
It was
have a-
Tony Stark.
doesn't have
He
a
saw
credit
Thunder
in the movie.
Ross and the bar.
Okay, gotcha. Just trying to get the people down. So basically, we know the deal. I appreciate the way they did this story differently.
Yeah, me too. I liked how they did it.
Is they did basically the intro as a montage.
Mm-hmm.
And that is retelling his story. They did not make you sit through the entire thing. So you begin the movie knowing who he is, who Bruce Banner is. Thunderbolt Ross. You see what's her name? Betty Ross.
Betty Ross.
Yeah, I'll get confused with the Spider-Man lady. And then they start off with him in hiding.
Yeah.
He's in Brazil. So this time I watched it, I was picking up on certain things that I didn't notice. It made me mad. They represented Brazil with jungle sounds. I was like, what? What? They're flying over the favelas, which is populated by thousands, maybe even millions, because I don't know Brazil's population, but I know it's a lot of people packed in there. That's a lot of people in those favelas. They don't sound like animals. I hate that they represented Brazil with the sound of animals and showed the most humanly populated place in that country. And I'm just like, oh, y'all white for that. Anyway, so and again, I don't know if this is, it probably is related to some past storyline in comics. You could find something that's probably an analog to it, but this is him basically trying to cure the Hulk from within. So he's communicating over secure lines and stuff with somebody named Mr. Blue.
Yeah.
And he is Mr. Green, and he is basically in Brazil what you find out, he's looking for a specific flower that they have there to try to help cure himself. I mean, yes, and he is in hiding, but also he's there with a purpose.
He's not the only white guy around there.
This is true.
Hiding.
Then you find out that Ross is still looking for him. They lost his trail, and then they recently got wind of him being there. They did not see him. They needed to find him. They found him in the soda factory. There's a little shenanigans with his blood dropping into one of them, and Stan Lee getting the one bottle of soda with the one droplet.
Yeah,
just so silly. And then it's on from there because it basically becomes an international manhunt because he gets away.
Yeah.
And he comes to America, right? And he slowly makes his way to the East Coast, which is where he's planning to meet up with Mr. Blue.
Yes.
That's Bruce's plan.
Yeah.
Sean Paul does not want to hear it.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, man.
But they also found him because he holed out in the soda factory. That's how they found him. And yeah. But poor Stanley drinking that soda. The one soda of all the world. They didn't even try to stop the advantage belt or anything. He didn't stop it either. He got cut and he didn't even look if there was blood left or behind or anything like that. It's like, fuck them. Let them drink that shit.
Yeah, I know. I saw. Well, I mean, to be honest, he was in the middle of a fight or something.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah. So yeah, pretty much he's trying to get the cure done. He comes back. He's on the run. Story's on the run.
Yeah, it was good at depicting a man on the run. Yes. Then they showed his relationship with Betty, and then when he was hiding in the restaurant, she came in, and then that rekindled their whole thing, right?
Yep.
And then she went to ride or die for him because she became a fugitive.
Yep.
But then also she became a fugitive because they tried to kill him. And Ross almost messed up and got her killed. Almost got her killed.
Yep.
And Hulk saves her. And then so at the same time they are doing experiments on Blonsky's character.
Yeah. I think it's like a version of the super soldier syndrome that they giving him.
That's what I was gonna say. They're basically making the U.S. government's, I don't know what generation super soldier.
Yeah.
But that's what he ends up becoming. But then after he loses to the Hulk, after having an impressive outing, then he submits himself to more experiments.
Yes.
And then these are, I believe, involving some stuff that's got Hulk juice in it, if you will. So I know there's lots of that going on. There's that sub point. Then there's the continuation because Bruce Banner eventually does get to Mr. Blue.
Yeah.
And that is the other major point. And then that's where they try to cure him. They quote unquote successfully cure him. And then you have from there the split because he wants to, the guy that's not crazy. That's the thing about the guy. The Mr. Blue, who is the leader. He is trying to make something to cure people. He's constantly quoted like as saying we could make people immune to sickness, we could heal the world.
Yeah.
Like he's not inherently evil.
No.
He's just ambitious, but then he's also got no loyalty. He has no reason to.
Yeah.
But as soon as Abomination shows up, because Blonsky at that point has started to transform.
Yeah.
He's still human at that point, but he's got the spines.
Yeah.
And his skin is starting to like look paler.
Right.
Like he's starting to look sick.
Before we get further, I just want to shout out when he first did the super soldier serum and he ran at the Hulk and Hulk just kicked the shit out of him to a tree. That was like my favorite scene in this movie.
Yes.
I laughed so hard. Every single time I watched that scene, I laughed so hard.
It is hilarious. I love the way they did it. But I also like that scene in general because I liked his action scene when he's like flipping and running and shooting the Hulk and stuff.
I think that was one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie. But that one thing is that he ran up doing all this crazy shit, and then Hulk just like kicked the shit out. He like fucking big booty. It looked like Big Show kicking Rey Mysterio in the chest.
Yes, sir.
With full force, and he went through a tree.
It was like the
he didn't
Liu
break
Kang.
the tree. He went through
it was
the
like
tree.
The Liu Kang Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
When he caught him with that icicle.
Yes. He didn't go break the tree. He went through the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hilarious. One of my favorite scenes. It's like one of my favorite scenes in MCU. That's like top 10.
And then so I know that's that scene ends up being though his inspiration because that guy, I guess that's his thing, is that he wants to conquer. Like he's a fighter. It is a scene between him and Ross talking about his personality, that he could be a commander or something like that.
Yeah.
And he explains that he's a fighter. And so that's basically when Ross gets the idea. He's like, "Oh, you want to fight him, huh? Okay, I got something for you." And so then they go into the experimentation round 2. And then that basically leads up to the military. It gets there where Mr. Blue is because they finally tracked him down. Blonsky is there almost at the same time. Bruce has already just left, and so what ends up happening is the leader, the guy who will become the leader, uh, does, I guess, another version of his. But he's not. Well, see, that's the thing. He's not doing what he did to Bruce.
Yeah.
He's bringing out something.
Yep.
And his thing he kept saying was, "I don't know what you have in you, but you got something. You got something in you." And so basically, he was prepared for one outcome, and he got another.
Yeah.
Essentially. But then when his outcome is the full-fledged abomination, he gets knocked to the side, busts his head open, and then Bruce's blood leaks onto him, applied directly to the forehead.
Yeah.
And you are shown the man's head start to grow and pulsate, and you know who he is going to be. He is going to be the leader, but unfortunately, we never finished this storyline.
Nah, sadly.
Sadly, we did not finish this.
Maybe we come back to it eventually because we got a little piece of She-Hulk and things like that. We also got like a further thing of what Abomination was doing after Math and things like that. So there's still like there's little things of subtlety of story that comes in later down the road in the MCU.
Yeah, so there's things that they should pick up on and not just throw it all away, start brand new for everything. I mean, I understand actors and things change, but I mean that's a clearly defined high tier Hulk villain.
Yeah,
and they did the work. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So I mean, unless they want to do a little retelling of an origin to do it the MCU way. But what I mean is, don't throw away the character of the leader. You
Yeah.
have a, you know what I mean? You
I
have
think we
Abomination.
may get him soon. The only thing is like the only thing that is a problem right now is that Universal still owns the Hulk. So we have like they haven't been able to do anything or any single projects relating to the Hulk because of that. And if they do, they have to get them involved, and that's the reason why we haven't got a Hulk movie yet. But hopefully, after She-Hulk and kind of continuing the story, like Abomination became like a guru, like a meditation guru and shit, and, and things like that. It went forward, and it's funny because they tell the story if you watch She-Hulk that he was like, I was not the bad guy. I was working for the U.S. Like Hulk made him seem like he was the bad guy, and like technically he was not the bad guy. Hulk was the bad guy because he worked for their government. He was like the military, like he was like serving people and shit. It was a funny thing with She-Hulk that they did with that.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. As far as the acting and stuff, it was good.
Yeah.
I think Edward Norton did a good role as a more accurate
Mhm.
Bruce Banner, because the guy in the first movie, he was kind of too big.
Yeah.
Of a person. I don't mean he was like jacked and buff, but he was like too big of a human. He was like a
Mhm.
football player and he didn't look like a bookwormish type of guy, or at least quiet, reserved,
Yeah.
trying to hide and stuff, as we know the Hulk, as we know Bruce Banner usually is.
Yeah.
Liv Tyler, she was fine. Although I did notice a thing, and I don't know if that's her acting style, but 99% of this movie, she was the most soft-spoken woman that you've ever seen.
That's her.
Like,
That's just her in general. That's like most of her movies.
it wasn't it didn't bother me, but I was
Yeah.
just like, man, she is so soft-spoken. Like, and then she starts freaking out at the cab driver, which I think I think they needed that scene
Yeah.
to show her get like pissed off and whatnot.
Yeah.
Thunderbolt Ross is great, R.I.P. to his actor,
Mm-hmm.
but he was like he's basically the major villain of the movie.
Yeah.
He's the pursuing force. Like, yes, he's in the government, but listen, man, he ain't doing it the right way, right?
No, he did not.
No, he did not. Tim Roth, good as Abomination, good as Blonsky in the movie. And you said he came back, right?
Yep.
So that's pretty good. They like him, so there you go.
Yeah.
That's about it. That, again, for like the recurring or anybody who's major, because a lot of the people in the side were mostly just soldiers,
Yeah.
just side characters that didn't really step up so much. It was just them and the guy who was the leader.
Yeah.
That were like the major standouts.
And then this will be part 2 of what we'll be doing with the MCU, and this also had a continuation going into the further movies, as in you had Tony Stark meet Thunder Ross in the bar. He talked about we building a team, And then if you watch the Blu-ray or even this version, I think if you go all the way to the all the way to the end, you see a lot of snow and you see them discover the Captain America shield.
The other thing I noticed in this movie that I forgot was this is the first time I believe they show the full 3D shield logo.
Yes.
They showed it on the computer when they were talking about tracing Banner, when they were searching for him.
Yes.
They were basically saying he will not get away with. Well, the gist was he will not get away with this. Shield will find him as long as he is on the somewhere on the internet. If he tries to contact Mr. Blue, we will find him. And so that happened.
One thing I actually thought they did in this movie that the other two movies or the other appearances of Hulk did differently is that this Hulk wasn't a face scan or anything. It wasn't not knowing anyone's face. They tried to capture the face of the comic book.
He looked like anime Hulk to me.
Yeah, he looked more like comic wise. He looked exactly like the comic Hulk.
There's a scene when he's holding when he saves Betty.
Yeah.
And he's standing in the fire before he walks away.
Yeah.
He looks like Sephiroth in Final Fantasy. Like there's a specific scene of Sephiroth standing in fire, and I was like, "Why is this Hulk so anime?" He really was. He was anime Hulk. So he was cool. He was cool. I just like that the proportions. He didn't look so puffy and like soft. He didn't like a marshmallow man. You know what I mean? I will say he looked dirty.
Yeah.
Like 95% of the time the Hulk was out, he was covered in filth.
Yep.
Which I thought was funny. They also did a crack at the purple pants, which I thought was cool.
Yeah.
And in this movie, I think I felt more the connection between him and Betty.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because they felt more like, I don't want to say she felt flawed, but she didn't feel like a perfect person.
Yeah.
Like she felt like she had some things, some issues, but then it was her quirky because she was so soft-spoken. But that's just the actress.
Yeah.
But also, it meshed well with Edward Norton's portrayal of his character.
Yep.
So for some reason, that the mix of those two, it just felt more genuine and real to me.
I give it credit.
So,
Yeah, I give that credit. Yeah.
Like there was more scenes where they felt like they really just did the work to make them feel like they knew each other for a long time. It's like the part where he was throwing up the USB and she came back in and she's like, "You okay?" He's like, "Actually, I feel much better." And then he just goes, "Oh, I have the USB." And he's like, "You ate that?" It was just like, "Yeah, I had to." Well, you want me to put up my butt? No.
Ew.
No. Turn into the Hulk and break it. Break it with his butt cheeks. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Where does this movie rank in your?
I thought it was good throughout. It wasn't too long, and I like the action. I'm gonna say a straight up 4.
4. All right. So your 4s insist of Ghost Rider, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, V for Vendetta, Road to Perdition, Hellboy, and From Hell.
Put it above the one that's after League.
V for Vendetta.
Yes, above V.
Okay. Incredible. Oh. Is a 4. Going around the same route. I'm thinking I'm gonna give it a 4 as well. And I really enjoyed it. I like this Hulk movie. Thank God we actually have a decent Hulk movie. At least one of them anyway. So, and it's gonna go right under Spider-Man for me. That would be a 4. Okay, so I haven't done the countdown in a while, so I'll do the top 10 right now. So for my movies right now, Iron Man is number 1, Sin City's number 2, Pootie Tang is number 3, Spider-Man 2 is number 4, Spider-Man is number 5, Incredible Hulk is number 6, X-Men 2 is 7, Road to Perdition is 8, Blade 2 is 9, and Hellboy is 10. For your movies, Iron Man is number 1, Sin City is number 2, Pootie Tang is number 3, Blade 2 is number 4, Punisher 03 is number 5, X2 is number 6, Ghost Rider is number 7, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is 8, Incredible Hulk is 9, and V for Vendetta wraps up your top 10. Our
Yes,
next
sir.
movie of this comic book theater, we'll be going off the MCU because we did 2 movies back and forth, which was actually kind of a good start. We got Wanted.
So I am interested. Let's see how it is.
So we got Wanted this week. Next week we got Hancock. After that it's Hellboy 2, The Dark Knight, Punisher Warzone, The Spirit, Push, Watchmen, Wolverine Origins, Surrogates, Whiteout, Defendor, Paperman, Losers.
Gotcha.
I think by the end of this list, we gotta like see which actor has the most movies in this list.
Okay.
Because Chris Evans is already in quite a few. We also got Ryan Reynolds is in quite a few. Hugh Jackman's in quite a few. So it's gonna be interesting. Morgan Freeman's in quite a few. So
Really? Okay.
Morgan Freeman's in Wanted right now.
Yes, I know that.
And then he's in Red 1 and Red 2.
Oh, that's on the list, right?
Yeah. That's based on a comic. Yeah.
Is not Scott Pilgrim, right?
Scott Pilgrim's on there.
It's on the list. Okay.
It's based
So
on the
Chris
comic.
Evans. There he goes again.
Yeah, Chris Evans. That one has Thomas Jane, Chris Evans, Brandon Routh.
I forgot Thomas Jane is in that movie.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Brandon Routh and fucking this guy. So that one has a bunch of them.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, Thomas Jane's in there like really small. He's the vegan police.
Oh my god. That's such a good movie.
Yeah.
I definitely need to see that.
Yeah.
Again.
So yeah, next week it is Wanted. I think Angelina Jolie.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna wrap this up.
All right. Thank you very much for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. Make sure you check us out anywhere and everywhere. RedCycloneInc, that is YouTube, that is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is Spotify, that is SoundCloud. And we got a WordPress. So check it out. Where you at, Merc?
Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch, all Mark the Mic. Follow our Facebook pages, The Wrestling Babble and the It Gets Better Elsewhere page. We are very active on there. We have a lot of conversations, a lot of news, a lot of comic book stuff, a lot of movie stuff, like everything in between. Also, shout outs to Tenacious T and his Popcorny podcast. He's top squad up there. He's the man with many names. Definitely give them a check out on Spotify. Popcorny. They do have a new episode that aired this week, so definitely check that out when you get a chance. I think they have one coming up next week that I am featured on. This is part of the COC, so definitely check that out when you get a chance. Follow my TikTok, Mark with the Mic. Is booze and figures. That's what I'm posting on there, and that's the kind of theme I'm going with, and it's getting a lot of follows, so definitely check it out. Follow, like, share, and I'm getting better with it, so check it out. And check out our other cast, the Morphin Cast, I Shall Shock, the Not a Trekkie, and the Gamer Rage podcast. Those are all monthly casts. We did, again, the beginning of this cast, we did record some this week, so definitely stay tuned for those as well. Peace out, laters, and always remember, follow the Jinkies.